Can
Yes,
we
ma'am.
start, Mahesh?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. We are live, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. Good evening, everyone. Those of us who has joined for this orientation about the qualifier process, welcome to IIT Madras, and thank you for applying to the IIT Madras BS program. Hope that you have a nice experience going through the qualifier process. And yeah, sorry about it. I think my speaker was on there. So welcome to this session where we'll be walking you through the qualifier process, what you'll be doing in the next 4 weeks, what all you have to do week on week, how do you actually qualify for writing the exam, what is the process to pass the qualifier exam, and thereafter, whatever you do in the program. So we have a set of slides that we normally share and we talk about. So I will share my screen here. And from that, we can, take questions in the end. One of my colleagues will be noting down the questions that you're showing on the chat, and he will be reading out a few questions at the end of the session, and we'll try to answer whatever is possible. So let me share my set of slides here. I hope it's visible to everyone here. So we start with the first set. So this you must have probably seen some of the videos we have done in the past, as well as if you had read the website and the program structure, this is what you would have seen. So I'll walk you through the program structure. Basically, the IITM BS program has 4 levels, as we call it. It's not like each level is a year, but equivalent of that. So the first level is called foundational level. And on completing the foundation level that has 8 courses, English 1, English 2, Maths 1, Maths 2, Stats 1, Stats 2, and Computational Thinking and Python, you can get a certificate for completing the 8 foundational level courses. How do you enter the foundation level? What you all are doing now, entering the qualifier process, going through the 4 weeks of the first 4 courses and writing the exam and passing the qualifier exam. Once you do that, you can enter the foundation level and you can register for the courses there. So this is the foundation level. We call it the regular entry candidates because we have another entry, which is direct admission to diploma. So the students who are watching this particular session are regular entry candidates. You see the box at the top, right? The gray box at the top. So this is where you are now. And once you complete your qualifier exam, you'll enter the foundation level. Once you complete the 8 courses of the foundation level, the next step is the diploma level. So the diploma level has 2 diplomas, a diploma in programming and a diploma in data science. Each diploma is about 6 courses and 2 projects. You have to finish the 12 courses and 4 projects to get the 2 diplomas and complete the diploma level. So in case you're doing another program and you're doing this as the second program for you, maybe you want to finish 1 diploma or both diplomas and exit, you can take a diploma and also exit the program. That is what is shown at the right arrow that you see here next to the number 2 that is given here. It is the diploma level exit, as we call it. If somebody has finished the foundation level and the diploma level, both the diplomas, you want to continue to the degree level of this program, then you come further down, you see the stage 3, which is called degree level courses, and you start doing the courses in the BSc level. So once you finish the requirements of the BSc level, you'll get a BSc degree, provisional degree if you're continuing, and then you can continue on to do the 4th year of the program, which is the Bachelor of Science in Data Science and Applications, or the BS degree level, and you can finish the courses that are a part of it and exit with the BS at the end of it. Basically, the way that this program works is we do not compel you or we do not mandate that you have to do so many courses every term. Okay, there are 3 terms in this program and you can take as many courses as you want. You can go at whatever speed you want in this particular program. So those of you in the foundation, the qualifier level now who are entering the qualifier, I think the most relevant for you will be the top box, the gray color that you see here, regular entry. Then you come into foundation level after passing the qualifier exam. Then you move on to the diploma level after you complete the foundation level. Then go on to the degree level, complete BSc requirements, go on to BS level, complete your BS requirements. I hope this is clear up till now of what the program structure is. So though we say that you're admitted to the program, basically you're admitted to the foundation level of the BS program. Okay. And only after, once you clear every level, will you move across the program. So you have to keep doing courses. You have to keep passing them. You have to keep earning credits to move in the program. Who is this program open to? I think all of you know that anybody who's completed standard 12 can join this program. There is no requirement on the group that you should have taken. There are students from the commerce stream. There are students from English stream. There are students from pure science stream, from the law stream, and anything that you can think of, anybody can do this program with us. You should have just completed your standard 12 to enter this program. And the content, while it is delivered online through the internet, every week we will give you videos, practice assignments, we'll give you weekly assignments, we'll give you tutorials, there'll be help sessions, doubt clearing sessions. All this is done online through maybe Google Meets or Zoom meetings like this that we run the program. Every exam that we conduct, the quizzes that we conduct during the terms, the final exam that we conduct will be in person at centers that you have to go in person and write the exam. So the quizzes and the final exam in this program are all in person at designated centers across the country in various cities that we conduct. And that is where you will go to give the assessments. Okay. So it's open to anybody who's completed standard 12 and in person quizzes and exams. So basically this maintains the rigor of the program and how we actually see who has studied, who has done the program, who has studied the content during the week by doing these in-person assessments. Just to give you an overview of what has happened, the program is currently about 2.5 years old. We started our first term only in Jan 2021. It's a very, very new program in that sense. Before that, the same team used to run NPTEL. So we have a lot of experience in running large-scale programs on our site. And in the last 2.5 years, the total number of applications that we have received for this program is about 130,000 that you can see here. Out of those who wrote the qualifier exam and actually passed it is about 30,000. And currently around 22,000 students study from the program. If you see the foundation level, diploma level, about 68% to 70% is in the foundation level, about 30% is in the diploma level. The degree level is just 2.5% because like I said, we are only 2.5 years old. The first batches, the first few students are slowly getting into the degree level. And in 2024, we are hoping that a lot more students we will be seeing in the degree level. The shift will be happening next year. This is the fastest batch that's moving in the program, doing 4 courses possibly at a time, completing all the projects on time and moving across the program. So a large fraction of the students are still in foundation level. Then there is a smaller fraction that is finishing the 8 courses and getting into diploma level. And the next fraction is the one who's completing both diplomas and getting into the degree level. The number of students who have applied for the 2023 September qualifier, just like you all are, is more than 10,000 this time. This is just to give you an idea of how many people have completed diploma so far and the BSc degree. You can see that 56 students have already completed the BSc degree. They are in the BS level. 373 students have completed both diplomas and 1 diploma is also given here. These are just data that we maintain on our side about the learners in the program. Gender wise, you can see we have a 25-75 split. Basically, people who apply are 25% female and 75% male. So that is a split of gender that we see as applications in this program. And you can see the category wise distribution also that we've given across the terms. We have given the type of students, which year they passed out standard 12, whether they're recent pass outs, whether they are pass out from some previous batch that they are there. That is also given here in this table. And you can also see the split between science and technology, art, science, commerce, management. What is the kind of split that we are seeing amongst the students who apply to us? So a large fraction is technology, engineering, maybe. But there is also a sizable 1,600 people who are from the art, science, commerce stream. So this could be like BCom, BA, BSc or any such. Management is about 250. 174 is other. We have a lot of medical students, law students, and diverse, people who are like sports enthusiasts. There are full-time musicians who are studying with us. So it's like a diverse group also, which is in the others bracket that is studying with us. So you can see here, this 10,514 is the number of applications we have gotten for the September level. And here you can see that we've given the age group, and the age group across, you can see that we have students right from 17, 18 years old, just as they finish 12th standard and apply to us. That is the largest group. It's expected, right? Right after 12th standard, they will try to join the degree. So that is the largest group. But you can see that the numbers are there all across the age groups. 21 to 30, we have 31 to 40, we have 41 to 50, we have even we have people in the age group of 60 to 80 years old, people who are retiring and then wanting to study with us. There's a very interested, motivated fraction who's also doing that program in this particular age group. So one thing very unique about this program is that unlike a college where you go and all your classmates, batchmates will be of the same age, maybe 18 years old or 19 years old. One thing that will be very interesting in this program is you'll have classmates who are vice presidents of companies, who are entrepreneurs, who have their own companies. They are probably full-time sports, sports candidates. There are musicians in the program. There are medical doctors who are doing this program. There are people who are 60 years old, like I said, there are people 40 years old, there are working professionals. So it's a very heterogeneous mix of students that you will find in your class studying along with you in this program. And it is very interesting because you can create a lot of networks and a lot of contacts through these people. You can get a lot of support through them. Their experiences also help you study very differently in this program. So we see it as a very strong point of this program that the student pool is so heterogeneous here. This is just the state-wise split that we are seeing. Across all states, we have students in the program. Tamil Nadu is the highest, followed by Kerala, we have from Karnataka, we have from Bihar, Delhi. These are all the strong belts, but we do have representation from every single state in the country. Northeast states also do see a representation in this program. And the last two rows, if you see, we have something called UAE and other countries, because this program is primarily online and exams alone have to be written at centers. We also have a lot of students outside India who are applying and doing this program. So we have more than about 250 students currently studying in the program in various levels who are in countries such as USA, Canada, Germany, France. We have Australia, Singapore, name a country, and we have students in that country who are actually studying with us. Okay, coming to the actual qualifier process that you need to be aware about. The term itself started yesterday, 22nd September, and the qualifier process is for 4 weeks duration. Okay, the date to keep in mind is 29th October. It's a Sunday. From 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. you will be writing a 4-hour exam if you become eligible to write the qualifier exam. The subjects that you'll study in the next 4 weeks will be English 1, Maths 1, Statistics 1, and Computational Thinking. Okay, and the process that we will follow every Friday, we will release videos that are lectures by the faculty who handle the courses. So there'll be about 2.5 to 3 hours of video content that you will get access to. And on top of it, you will have something called as activity questions, which are questions based on every video. This is more like, if you watch the video, can you answer these questions? These are recall type questions on the concepts or what has been taught, whether you understood just the formula. It's not too deep in a sense of questioning, but it's more like, if you watch the videos, can you answer these questions? So we call them activity questions. So every video will have some activity questions. You can do that for practice. Then there'll be a practice assignment that is given with solution also. So you can work out the practice assignment. You can refer to the solution if you have any doubts. If you're not getting the answers, you can refer to it. So there'll be a practice assignment also in every week of each of these 4 courses. The most important is there'll be something called a graded assignment every week in every of these 4 courses. You have to submit the graded assignment before the deadline. That is something that is very important. You have to keep this in mind. The graded assignment has to be submitted before the deadline date and time that is given there. At that particular time that is mentioned in the assignment will close and not take any further submissions. This is all automatic. We cannot extend the assignment beyond that. Once the time has crossed, it will not take submissions from you. Once the time has crossed, the answers will become available the minute that the assignment closes. So these are called graded assignments. And the graded assignments are there for every week for each of the 4 courses. If you have doubts, what do you do, right? You watch the videos, you're trying out some practice assignments, you're trying out some graded assignments, but you have some doubts. There will be live sessions with instructors. Instructors are a team that work on the program, and they are all qualified to teach this. They are specialized in these courses, and they will be taking live interaction sessions where they will be explaining concepts, they will be answering your doubts, they will be showing how to solve the problems for you. Okay, so you can come there and you can learn from it. You can also ask them questions and clear all your doubts. It is not like they will teach you every single concept in these live sessions. For that is what the videos are given. You are supposed to watch the videos and make your own notes. If you have doubts, the live sessions will help you in clarifying your doubts. There's also a discussion forum. You can write your doubts there as questions, and somebody will answer in the forum within maximum of 24 hours. So there's a written discussion forum. There's a live session forum where you can come in and ask your questions. So this is basically the courses that you'll study, 4 courses, the qualifier process every week, the content that you get. Important is the date 29th October in the afternoon, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. is when you'll be writing your qualifier exam. Okay. Most of you must have gotten access to your content. I'm seeing some comments which says that cannot access content. If you can't access it, please write to support. We'll have some more Google Meet sessions where we'll provide support to you to kind of see why you're not able to access the courses. We'll help you out in accessing the courses. But once you get to access the courses on the portal, this is how the portal looks like. Okay. There'll be a left side. You can see that these are all the content of the weeks. You can see week 1, week 2, week 3. It will keep going on like that. Under each week, there are multiple lines that will be given here. For instance, introduction to data sets here, if you can see, it is a video. So that is what we have clicked on. And the right side, the video will come along with the transcript below it also. So once you click on the link for the video will play. And the transcript, if you want to read what is being said, the transcript is below the video. There is also subtitles on the video. You can see that, or you can read the text below the video. You can see below introduction to data sets, there is something called activity questions 1 not graded. So this is what I was talking about. Every video will have questions about that particular content. You can just answer it. There'll be hints for it. There'll be answers given for it. You can work it out. You can see whether you've understood the video that has been watched. And so on it goes. There'll be a lesson. There will be activity questions. There'll be a lesson. There'll be activity questions. Then there'll be some tutorials where we show working out of problems. Okay. There'll be some tutorials. So here you can see week 1 tutorial for lecture 2. So this will show you some problems on how they are worked out. You can watch that also and then go on to the practice assignments. One of the most important tabs that you have is called an announcement tab. This is where announcements with respect to the course will be posted for you. So every morning we would suggest go into each of the 4 courses, click on the announcements tab, see if there's any announcement we have posted. So the announcements will show like a list as you can see here. And when you click on an announcement, it will show the date when it was posted and the content of the announcement. So these are announcements related to the course. So whenever we have a deadline for the assignment, whenever we give you reminders about something you have to do, whenever maybe there is content being released every Friday, there will be an announcement that we put out in every single course. This is how the discussion forum looks like. When you click on the button called forum at the top, this is what will open. It's a simple Google group, and you'll get all the posts that students ask there along with replies that are coming in from the instructor side. As a student, if you know the answer, you can also reply. It's not like you have to ask and the instructor team will reply. You can reply amongst yourself if you know the answers to the doubts that are being raised in this forum. Please use this as a technical forum. Ask questions related to the content and any doubts that you have about the videos or the assignment questions or any other technical doubts that you have, you can ask in this particular forum. One of the things is, since this is a Google group, you can also get the posts that come in this group as an email to your inbox. Only thing, you just select this particular setting called digest, so that once a day you get all the posts as an email. Otherwise, if you set it as each email, every single post will come to an email and you'll probably have 1,000 emails in your inbox every single day. So don't do that. Take it as a digest. And if you do a digest once a day, it will kind of list all the posts that are there in a course. It will come as an email to you. You can even reply directly from that to this. This is called a scores tab. This is very important. This shows you how many marks you have gotten in every graded assignment. of every course. So inside every course, you'll have a scores tab. Once the graded assignment deadline is over, it will show you what score you have gotten. For instance, you can see here, the first one, graded assignment 3, it says 75 out of 100 points scored, which means you got 75 marks out of 100 marks. And if you have not submitted an assignment and the deadline is over, it will say not submitted. If the due date has not passed, it will say due date not passed. You can see here the various things we have just pointed out on how it will look on the scores tab. You can directly come here, click on an assignment, go back and also do that assignment. So scores tab is very important because it will tell you how many marks you've gotten in the various assignments of that particular course. This is a calendar. There is an academic calendar where the deadlines for the weekly assignments are put in, where the live sessions timings are put in, along with the links to join for the live sessions and so on. These calendars are available inside every course in the week 0. So please go there, click on that calendar and add that calendar to your own Google Calendar. So if you're using a Gmail ID, you will normally have a calendar associated with it. You can go to this and you can add it to your regular Gmail calendar, which means every morning when you go and I click on, say, 3rd of whatever this month is, if I click on 3rd, I will see what all sessions are happening that day. If there's any important deadline or something like that, I will know what is happening in the program and I can schedule my day according to that. I can decide which session to join, which I want to learn and so on. So sync up this calendar with the calendar of your Gmail ID. And I think that should work fine for you to know what's happening in the program. So like I was saying, content released in every course, you have videos by faculty, you have activity questions based on every video. This is more for practice. We will not score it for marks. Practice assignment, there could be 1 or 2 practice assignments, but these come with solutions also. These are more for you to practice yourself, work out the problem, see whether you're able to understand whatever is being asked based on the videos that are given. The solution is also given here. So if you have a doubt, you can refer to the solution and see how we have worked it out and then learn from it and then go on to work out other problems. Graded assignment, like I said, is the most important. It will not show you answers or marks before the deadline. You have to submit it definitely before the deadline. Don't wait till the last minute to submit this. Okay. Normally we keep the deadline as Wednesday night, 23:59. Lot of students at 23:58 or 11:58 p.m. they will try to keep submitting it. Sometimes the server might not be able to handle the high load and your assignment may not be submitted. So we would really recommend that you submit assignments much ahead of the deadline, at least by 7-8 p.m. on the Wednesday. The other way to do it is all these assignments can be submitted multiple number of times. It is not like only once you can submit it. You can submit it multiple times, which means that maybe you can do question 1 and 2. You have solved question 1 and 2 in the graded assignment, submit it. Again, come back the next day, do question 3 and 4, submit it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is now recorded. Again, do questions 5 and 6, maybe submit it. Keep on submitting the assignment every time you attempt it so that at least whatever you have done is being submitted to the server and the scoring will happen. The scoring will be done on the last submission that you do. And that is what we will take as your marks in the graded assignment. So once more, I'm saying, do not wait till the last minute to submit your assignment. Because of server load, sometimes it may not get accepted by the server. Then you have tutorial videos where we show how problems are solved and kind of explain it. There are text transcripts, like I said, and notes also that are given. The slides that I used are given as notes, or maybe there are some more notes that are additional prepared. There are textbooks that we have created for Maths 1, Stats 1. So those are also shared with you all. Reference books, the names are given, but we recommend that the videos are enough. You really don't need to go through the reference books at this point in time. And before the qualifier exam of October 29, maybe that week, October 25, 26 or some such date, we will have a mock exam. So we will do something like we'll get you to practice what you can expect in the final qualifier exam. And we'll do a mock exam of 2 hours one day, 2 hours the next day, that you can try and attempt the questions within this 2-hour duration. Then finally, like I talked about, there is a written discussion forum. There are live interaction sessions to also clarify your doubts. There are 4 types of live sessions every week. We have a live session that will discuss all the activity questions, a live session that will, we call it solve with instructor. So basically the instructor will give a problem. They will give you some time to solve it. Then they will start walking you through the steps and see whether stepwise you got particular answers. and then they will see what is the answer you got, where you have gone wrong, what is the mistake you have made, and progress with you in that. So maybe in a time of 2 hours, about 5 or 6 problems the instructor will solve in this Solve with Instructor session. So normally there's one based on practice assignment, one based on graded assignment. After the deadline is over, they will help through that. And the last session is an open session where you can ask any doubt or any question you have, and the instructors or the teaching assistants will answer. Tips from our side to prepare well: go through each and every video that we have put out in every course. Make your own notes. So though we give notes, we give the PDF of the slides that have been used, we give the text transcripts, it is always important to pause the video every time, make your own notes, make your own tips and tricks that you want to brush up before the exam. I think it's very important to do this. So watch every video, take a notebook and make notes of that particular video for your own reference. Second point, attempt every single assignment on your own. You can take help. You can ask somebody to explain it if you don't understand it. If you're stuck somewhere, you can ask somebody to again pull you out of whatever you don't understand. But do not blindly copy the answers from maybe your friend, or answers coming on Telegram groups, or answers coming on WhatsApp group, or answers coming on some YouTube channels. Do not blindly copy those. Those will not help you pass the course. Those will not help you enter the program, because the final qualifier exam, you're going to write in the center under proctored conditions. Nobody can help you there. You have to understand it yourself. You should be able to solve the problems yourself. You should be able to submit the answers yourself. So only if you do the assignments, you can actually do that in the qualifier exam. So do not copy the answers blindly from some source, but do the assignment questions yourself, so that you can attempt the qualifier exam and pass it well. The third point, like I was saying, there are many websites that sell solutions. There are many WhatsApp groups where people will tell you, pay 500 rupees, I'll give you answers to all the assignments. Pay 1000 rupees, I'll give you answers to all the assignments of the 4 courses. Please do not pay for all of this. These are not official channels. IIT MBS program has no connection to any of these channels or WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups that sell assignment answers. Like we said, we have instructors, we have teaching assistants who will help you through the process, who will clear your doubts. All this is part of the program. You don't have to pay anything extra for any of this. So if somebody says, I'll give you answers and pay money, please don't do it. These are just scams. Okay, there is no official IIT Madras BS group that is selling answers or that will ask you to pay money for getting the answers. We ourselves will release the answer after the deadline is over. Follow the doubts asked in the discussion forum. Many students might ask very good questions, very good doubts. Go through the discussion forum, see what the others are asking and learn from it also. The other part, if you know the answers, please reply to. It also showcases your communication skills and your soft skills there. Okay. And practice assignments in these 4 courses, you can keep on clicking the refresh button and you will get new questions for practice. So we have added a large question bank in the backend. So every time you press the reload button for a practice assignment, new questions will come. You can keep on practicing to be really proficient in your learning. Okay, how do you become eligible for the qualifier exam? Okay, just because you applied to the BS program, it does not mean that we will give you a hall ticket to the October 29th qualifier exam. So every course, the 4 courses have a weekly assignment, like I said, a weekly graded assignment. So within the deadline, you have to submit the weekly graded assignment in each of the 4 courses. And we will take out the best 2 out of the first 3 weeks of assignment scores. We will take the average of it, and that average must be greater than 40 for the general category, 30 marks for SC/ST PWD with 40% disability, 35 marks for OBC NCL or EWS, and 30 for the category student with the physical disability. So this is something that is the minimum cutoff. So when we take out the best 2 out of 3, first 3 weeks of assignment scores, we take out the average of the weekly graded assignment score in each subject. English 1, Maths 1, Statistics 1, and Computational Thinking. You must score more than this minimum marks to get a hall ticket to the qualifier exam. This is very important. We have seen many students who do not get this cutoff and hence do not get the hall ticket to the qualifier exam. So the first step is you must become eligible to write the qualifier exam. Just because you applied to us, we will not allow you to write the qualifier exam automatically. You have to submit your assignments every week in the 4 courses. This should be the cutoff that is reached. Then you will get the hall ticket with the qualifier exam. And once you get the hall ticket, you go on October 29th and you will write a 4-hour exam. The 4-hour exam is for the 4 subjects: English 1, Maths 1, Computational Thinking, and Statistics 1. So these are the 4 subjects that you'll be writing. It is a 4-hour exam. The exam is not like we will give you 1 hour, close the paper, go to the next subject, 1 hour, close the subject and all. It will be total of 4 hours given to you, and 4 subject question papers will be opened. You can attempt it in any order that you want during the 4-hour exam. But this is the minimum marks you have to score in every single subject, and also an average across the 4 subjects is shown here. For instance, for the general category, in every subject, you have to score more than 40 marks out of 100 in every subject. The average of the 4 subject marks should be greater than 50. If you get this, you pass the qualifier exam, you can start the foundational level. If you belong to OBC, NCL or EWS, we have a 5 marks waiver for you. So in each subject, you have to get more than 35, and the average of the 4 subjects should be greater than 45. Similarly, for the other 2 categories, each subject greater than 30, the average should be greater than 40 marks. So this is the criteria to pass the qualifier exam. So what happens after you pass the qualifier exam, right? So October 29th, if you are doing the exam, by November 3rd, we are hoping that the results will be out and we will know, we will release to you whether you have passed the qualifier exam or not. There are 2 options here. One, you can continue learning with us in this same term for the subjects that you want. So even though you write the qualifier exam, we will release week 5 content to you, week 6 content to you, week 7 content to you. You can keep studying. And once the result is released on November 3rd, we'll open a course registration window. So you can choose maybe 2 subjects or 3 subjects, not necessary you do the 4, but of course you can do 4 subjects also. There is something called a credit clearing capability. So depending on how much time you have, you can decide on number of subjects that you want to register. You can register and continue to do the courses in this term itself, and maybe even complete some courses in this term. So that is option 1, but only if you have completed standard 12 already. So in the 2023 June or before, you must have completed standard 12. In that case, if you pass a qualifier exam, you can continue to do some courses with us in this term itself. That is option 1. Option 2, if you have not completed your standard 12, but only in 2024 June, you will complete your standard 12, you can qualify, pass the qualifier exam, but only next year, May term, you can join us back for the program, because for joining this program, it's an undergraduate degree. You have to complete your standard 12 with us. So that is option 2. If you're still in school doing your 12th standard, next year you can come and join with us. Option 3, the qualifier exam is valid for 3 terms, which means if you pass it in September 2023 term, you can join in September 2023 term for the courses. You can join in January 2024. You can join in May 2024. The qualifier exam is valid for a period of 3 terms. For those who have completed 12th standard already, you can join us in any of the 3 terms. So it depends on what else you are doing now, whether you are doing some other degree in some other college, depending on how hectic it is. When you want to join us, that's up to you. But basically, you can join us in the next 3 terms. The admission will be valid for 3 more terms, including the qualifier exam term. So these are tentative timelines that we have given. November 3rd, we'll release the qualifier results. November 8th and 9th, we'll probably open registration to the foundation level courses for those students who want to continue studying in this term itself. What happens if you don't pass the qualifier exam or you're absent for the qualifier exam? So on December 3, we will give you another chance to attempt the qualifier exam. So those of you who didn't pass can re-register for the December 3rd exam. You're already qualified, so you'll get a hall ticket. Whichever subjects you didn't pass, maybe you passed in, say, English 1, Maths 1, but you failed in Stats 1 and Computational Thinking. On December 3rd, you can attempt only those 2 subjects and you can pass it. Of course, you can attempt all 4 subjects, not stopping you. But then you can also attempt only the 2 subjects that you failed, and you can pass that and then become eligible to start the program from Jan term onwards. That is one possibility. So if you've been if you have appeared for the exam on October 29, but you failed maybe one or more subjects, you register to the second attempt in this term, which is on December 3rd. Come for the exam on December 3rd, write only the subjects that you have failed in, and then you pass the qualifier exam, join us in the Jan term of the program. That is one. If you were absent for the October 29th qualifier exam also, you can reapply for the December 3rd exam and then come and write the exam there and of course pass it. So that is one more option that you can do. Supposing you do not pass the December 3rd also, maybe absent for it again, you don't pass that qualifier thing, you have to apply to the Jan term as a fresh qualifier applicant. There is no limit on the number of times you can apply to us for the qualifier exam. There are people who have done it 3 or 4 times even and then qualified and come into the program. So there is no limit on the number of times you can try the qualifier exam. So if you do not pass or you are absent for attempt 1 and attempt 2 in this term, you have to again apply to us as a fresh applicant for the Jan term. So the fee for that will be 3,000 rupees again, or with appropriate waivers for the various categories. And you will apply to us as a fresh. You will do the 4 weeks of content again. You will have to qualify for the qualifier exam, the Jan term, and then come to write the qualifier exam. So this is what I said. If you want to continue in the program, then option 1, you start registering to courses 1, 2, 3, 4 courses. And result declaration is there, registration there. You'll write quiz 2 on 3rd December and final exam on 24th December. So many of them we have seen, at least 80% of those who qualify actually join the courses immediately. They start the courses, complete weeks 5 to 12 directly, and then they do the quiz 2 and final exam and pass it. So this is option 1. And option 2, you defer to the Jan or May term. Like I said, the admission validity is for 3 terms. So this is the first term if you pass now. Second term will be Jan 2024 and May 2024 is the third term. So you can join in any of the terms that you, once you pass the qualifier in the September term. Makeup qualifier is what I was talking about, the December 3rd, the second attempt that we give you for those who did not pass the October 29th qualifier or those who were absent. The fee to be paid is 50% of qualifier fee. And in this window, we will open the makeup qualifier form and you can reapply for the second attempt, which will happen on 3rd December. And those who do not become eligible itself, like we said, right, we'll take the best 2 out of 3 first weeks, assignment score, the average should be greater than 40 for the open category and correspondingly. If you do not, get into that condition itself that you don't get a hall ticket to the qualifier exam, then you have to apply again to us for the next term. We cannot do anything this term. We can't allow you to write the qualifier exam, but you have to come back next term as a fresh applicant, again do the assignments and become eligible to write the qualifier exam. Okay, here are some pathways to study from the program if you want to do the foundation level. So depending on the time that you have, if you're a full-time student of this program, you're not doing anything else, but you're doing only this program as a sole program, we would recommend you to take the fastest path or the medium pace path. Okay, the fastest path is if you're very comfortable with maths and stats, maybe you know a bit of computing also, programming also, then the fastest path is okay for you. You do 4 courses in the first term, 4 courses in the second term, and you finish the foundation level in 2 terms itself. If you're learning programming for the very first time, or you're coming from a non-maths background, you're not a technology person or engineering person, maybe the maths and stats will be a little difficult for you. If you've not done programming at all, then the Python and computational thinking might be difficult for you. In that case, if you have about 30 hours of time per week, we would say do 3 courses in the first term, 3 courses in the second term, and then 2 courses. So finish your foundation level in 3 terms or 1 year. Okay. And the last is you do 2 courses in a term and finish the foundation in 4 terms. Many students do this. There is no problem at all. I think you can go very slow. You can study very well from the program and you can do 2 courses at a time and finish the foundation level in 4 terms. So this is what we were saying, that in this program, you can decide at what pace you will advance. I might take 4 courses and finish in 4 terms. My one friend can do 3-3-2 courses, finish in 3 terms. Another friend can do 2 courses and finish in 4 terms. there is no problem at all. All of us will study at our own pace and we will keep completing and moving in the degree at our own pace. So that is something very nice about this program, where you can decide based on your knowledge, your time availability, what else you do, how many courses you want to take and pass in this program. Okay, so far we have talked about all the academics. I'm now coming to the non-academic part of the program. So this is something called as student life that we had designed very initially. Also, we knew that this was going to be an online program. So we were thinking about how do we get students to meet each other? How do we get students to build a nice community? How do we get them extra activities to happen in the program? So what we did was we have divided the entire student population into 12 houses. And the houses are named after forests. So we have a Bandipur house, Corbett house, Gir house, Kana house, Kaziranga house, and so on, the names that you see here. And then all the new students who come into the program, we put them into these houses. Then we start creating groups. Group is a group of about 30 or 40 students, like we would say. So there are groups that are created. The students from a group will normally be from the same city. So from Chennai, we will take about 30 or 40 students who are coming in new and put them into a group. From Bombay, there'll be a group of 30 or 40 students. Calcutta, there'll be 30, 40 students. From Delhi, there'll be 30, 40 students. And all these groups, we will distribute across the various houses. So in Chennai, 1,000 students study and we say that we are going to put 30 students in a group. Basically, I'll have about 35 groups. So there are 12 houses. So we'll put three groups in every house so that every house will have Chennai students, but your group will have students from your city. So if you want to do local meetups, you want to be friends with people from your own city, the group is the place to be. But if you want to make friends across the program, across the various cities, across the states, then the house is the way for it. So the house has a secretary, deputy secretary, they do activities for the house. There are a lot of clubs also in the program. There is a coding club, there's a chess club, there's a music club, there's a dance club, there's a Sanskrit club, there is a debate club, there's a film documentaries club, there is a photography club, there's a maths club. So there are a lot of clubs in the program. You can also join those clubs and they conduct a lot of activities too. You can participate in those activities. So this is something that the students organize and kind of continuously keep doing across the various months in a year. And apart from it, we also have these kind of support in the program, financial support. As you already know, if your income level is less than 5 lakhs per annum, we give a 50% fee waiver from the institute. If it's less than 1 lakh per annum, you get a 75% fee waiver from the institute. So it's already being done. We also get CSR support from a lot of companies and we pass it on so that more than 1,200 students study for free in the program today from us. And then there is a separate team that helps in internship and placements. We call it the industry interaction cell. And this team actually helps to create internship opportunities for students completing one diploma at least. And they work with companies to get internship opportunities and get these students to apply, finish the process and get internships. And later on, of course, in the BSc level, after you finish BSc is when we start placements. And there is also training for the placements that goes on, working with companies to get placement opportunities. That is something that this team does. It's called the Industry Interaction Cell, IIC. And they work with students for the internship and placement opportunities. Administrative support, there is a support team of at least 15 people who handle all your queries that you have related to the portal, non-access of courses, any doubts you have in the exam, hall ticket not received, hall ticket wrongly received, center change. Later on, with regard to the marks, with regard to forms, there is a team that helps and answers all your queries. There's the email ID that you can write to. Otherwise, there's a phone number also in the footer of the website. You can call the phone number too. But mostly phone numbers, if you don't get them, I would say try once or twice and then send an email. We do respond to emails. That's the best way to reach out to the support team. And then there is a student affairs team. There is a team that kind of supports students in the extracurricular activities and manages all the clubs and the houses, like I said. And we also have tie-ups with the campus for ensuring wellness of students. If you need any extended support for mental wellness, you can reach out. And if there's something that we can do, we also help with that. This is something called a dashboard. You would have seen a dashboard already after you have applied. Once you're logging in with your email ID, you can see all these tabs here on the left. Maybe some are there for you, some are not there for you. So most important will be something called latest updates, where the important announcements are pushed in, and then documents for download will have your hall ticket for the exam, so you can find it there. Academic calendar will have the calendar that I showed you with all the dates for the sessions and the important assignment deadline dates, the content release dates, and so on. So these are some things that you can see on your dashboard. Okay, go into your dashboard once you get access, click it and see whether it works. Okay. There is also a document called document which is talks about the actions that will be taken against malpractice. So malpractice is something that we take very seriously on our side, and there is enough punishment that has been documented if you indulge in malpractice, academic malpractice, non-academic malpractice. It is something that you have to be very, very aware of and not indulge in at all. The punishments are very severe. IIT Madras takes a very strong stand to malpractice committed by the students. There's a disciplinary committee. We'll put you on there, and whatever they give us, the final recommendations approved by the Senate is what is the action that will be taken by the IIT Madras against those who commit malpractice. So check this out, read out the document, see what is at least the broad guidelines that we have given. And for each malpractice, there are also recommended punishments. The punishments can vary from a fail grade in one subject, fail grade in all subjects, to removing students from the program. It can go up to that extent. So these are the academic malpractices. In the exam center, or when we are doing online remote proctored exams, you're using materials that are not allowed to be used, such as books, or maybe an external person helping you, maybe taking help from WhatsApp groups, from Telegram groups, impersonation, plagiarism, copying from somebody's project, copying from somebody's assignments. All these are called academic malpractices, and these are the punishments that are there. Non-academic malpractice or misconduct is rude behavior, not following web etiquette, impersonation on social media like some other person, slandering, spreading false information, rumors, spreading wrong information about the program, monetizing on the program, selling solutions to outsiders from being students of the program, cyberbullying where you intimidate students. All these are considered as academic, non-academic misconduct. And again, the punishments are very severe. The most severe punishment is you can be removed from the program. So go through this also. There is details about what is not acceptable by IIT Madras from the students of this program. Please go through these rules very carefully and please adhere to them. If you don't adhere, like I said, strong action will be taken against those who indulge in it if we get complaints against you. Web etiquette, since the entire program is online, all of us deal with each other through Zoom meetings like this, Google Meets like this. You'll be having instructor live sessions. There'll be chats there. There are formal discussion groups maintained by the IIT Madras, but you might have informal WhatsApp groups, informal Telegram groups that the students themselves are creating and you're joining. You have to maintain the you have to maintain proper communication etiquette on those groups. Okay, you cannot use rude words. You cannot use something which is affecting the religious sentiments of people, affecting the basic dignity of people. You have to respect privacy of individuals. You have to respect the opinion of individuals. The words that you say should be constructive. You cannot be attacking people on that. There are certain etiquettes to be maintained, that when you write on public forums, when you're a group or in a community of IIT Madras, these are what you have to maintain as etiquettes. You have to respect the diversity and dignity of all. You cannot put discriminatory messages. So if you get complaints from students against any of you and we find that the complaints are valid, that it violates any of these etiquette that we give, again, action will be taken against you to the level of removing you from the program if it is severe enough. Cyberbullying is the same. It's an attack by an individual or a group of individuals against an individual or a group of individuals repeatedly and over time. You're doing it either privately or you're doing it in a public forum. Both of them are considered as cyberbullying. So you cannot indulge in this. And again, if somebody complains against anybody here, we will take action against that. Sexual harassment is again taken very seriously by IIT Madras. It comes under the non-academic misconduct rules. The person who is at the receiving end and the person who is actually getting the messages or the behavior of somebody doing it will decide whether it's acceptable or not. And again, if they report to IIT Madras, we will look into it. We will take appropriate action. as required for it. So some of the things include sending someone sexual content, which is emojis, images, messages, videos without their consent, unwelcome sexual advances, request for sexual favor, sexualized comments. These are not permitted to be done in the program. So if there are complaints against you, again, we will take these very seriously and action will be taken. For those undergoing it, please do not feel embarrassed. Please do complain against the people who are there. You should be comfortable staying in the program and see that these are followed by the other students whenever they are working with the other students in the program. So that is all we have for now. I think I will go back and probably leave the slide on these important dates that we had. So November, the term has started yesterday and week 1 contents are released for all. From this week on, the live sessions will start to support you in your doubts and queries. You can start asking your doubts in the Google discussion forum for now. In 10 days time, every Wednesday, 23:59 will be the assignment deadline for you. The coming Wednesday won't be the deadline. The week after will be your first deadline that you do. Keep your eye out on the deadline and go through the videos, go through all the assignments, submit your assignments well ahead of the deadline. Ensure that you get best 2 out of 3 and become eligible for the qualifier exam here and do well in the qualifier exam. So wishing you all the very best. Hope you all study well. Hope you all enjoy the process of studying from this IIT Madras program. Hope you get enough support and you also support the other students in the program. Keep all the rules that we also said in mind. You're on your way to becoming an IIT student. It's very important that you become a part of this team and behave like an IITM student once you enter the program. So I'm going to stop sharing here. We will start taking questions at this point. We will see what all you have asked and start answering from it. So Narayanan, shall we start taking questions? Can you see what the most frequent questions are? You can also answer them if you know it. So it is quite fine because support you would have gotten queries. You can also answer those.
Sure. So I applied as a general category. Can I change my category to OBC and CL to avail the fee waiver? So yes, actually, once you qualified in the qualifier exam, while registering for the foundational level, you may ask for the category certificate to upload, and every term you can re-upload your category certificate whenever it expires. So if I attend all the lectures, do weekly assignment and practice sets, will it be enough to prepare for the qualifier exam? So actually, yes, whatever the content which we are providing on your portal, that's well sufficient enough to clear the qualifier exam. Please do attend all the live session and activity questions, practice assignments on your own. So that will be sufficient enough to clear the qualifier exam. So the weekly assignment and the qualifier, is there any the weekly assignment and the qualifier exam marks contain any negative marks? So both assignment part and the exam part, there will be no negative marks applicable. So I am from Bangladesh. Just want to know about the qualifier exam taken online. So just you can write to support@study.iitm.ac.in. So we will guide you on the same. Is there any official WhatsApp group for each courses? So as ma'am mentioned, there is no official WhatsApp or Telegram or uh, thing from IIT Madras. So we will send you an announcement regarding important dates to submit the assignment live session through WhatsApp, but there is no official WhatsApp group from IIT Madras. After 29th October, shall we be getting admitted to the program if we qualify, or we need to give more exam? As ma'am mentioned in the slides, you can continue the classes from week 5 onwards, or you can skip the term and you can register for the next term. I have the NPTEL exam on October 29th as well as this BS qualifier exam. So is there any solution?
Sorry, Narayanan, that was for me, is it?
Yes, ma'am. So I
Tell
have
me.
the NPTEL exam also as well on October 29th. So
Okay.
is there any solution to write both the exam?
Yeah, so we can float a form for these students also on who are writing the NPTEL exams, and we can keep their exam in the morning and our exam in the afternoon. So that is possible. So maybe you make this as an action item and you can float that form, Narayanan.
Sure, ma'am. Okay.
So in the morning also, I think for the degree diploma level, there were some who had registered after we floated the form. They also wanted the same thing. Maybe we should do it for them too.
So is that possible to change the exam city for the qualifier exam? Yes. Uh, before before 1 month of the thing, you may change your exam city from your dashboard as well. And if you are changing the exam city from India to outside India, you may provide you a G. We will provide you a G form to select the respective city of the exam. And that's all, ma'am. So
Okay,
others
so
are
there
like,
are a lot of comments running on the YouTube channel. I literally cannot read it because it is just running so much. But there are some students who are saying they're in class 12. Can they apply to us for the program if they qualify next May term? So that's what we already said. If you're in school and doing your 12th standard, if you pass the qualifier exam, we'll give you an admission letter. And then you can start the program with us after you write your board exam. You should pass your 12th standard board exam. So next May, you can technically join us in the program. Narayanan, there are some who are saying the calendar is not working. Do you want to show them the portal or how to add the calendar or something?
tomorrow we are conducting a G Meet session for the qualifier, ma'am. So in that I will explain how the calendar they have to subscribe and how it will look like.
Tomorrow
So
Sunday, you're doing it tomorrow on Sunday, is
yes,
it?
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So I think to all the students here, tomorrow, which is 24th September, Sunday, the support team is going to have some Google Meets to handle all your sessions, all your queries that you have, all your concerns that you have. Please join those G Meets if you have any issues. They will show you how to use the portal, how to add the calendar. That's what my colleague Narayanan is saying, that they will teach you how to do it if you have any doubts in that. Okay. Content is not unlocked. All the people have been given access to the portal and the contents, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So just one thing for you all. When you have multiple logins on a browser, maybe I have 3 Gmail accounts and I've opened it on a browser, and you try to also log into our dashboard using it or the course links using it, it might take it from any of the other login that is there. So one of the things we'll recommend is either close all the logins on your browser, start the study.iitm.ac.in/ds website, new, log into that, and then go from there to your courses. If still it does not work, you're not able to access your courses, then drop an email to support, or tomorrow they're running Gmeets. You can join the Gmeet and just check what happened. Why aren't you able to access your courses? Okay, that is something that you can do. September batch qualifier IITN cricketer whoever that is, we have already released all the content yesterday. Ideally, all of you should have gotten access to the content. We have sent out WhatsApp also, Narayanan, for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you should have received WhatsApp messages saying that the content is available. Whatever number you had used to register, whether it was your parents' number, your number, you should have gotten WhatsApp messages also to see that we had given you access to the content. You should be able to log in ideally. Okay, that should be something that's there. JEE qualified students, you all would have gotten directly entry to whatever courses you've registered. JEE category will not come in the qualifier batch. So you must have gotten access to the content of the courses directly. So I'm not sure what you are saying, but whoever the scammer is, the scammer name I'm seeing on YouTube, you can actually go to the Gmeet tomorrow and ask about the access for you. Access is already given. So for the NPTEL exam, Chalamala Mahesh, we have already answered. We will float a Google form, and you can say that you're doing an NPTEL exam on 29th morning. We'll give you the NPTEL exam. Afternoon, we'll give you the qualifier exam, and you can attempt it. Okay. So I think I've answered your question. Maybe you can stop asking that. Alexander, reference books for the BS program. Normally, we don't recommend in the foundational level. Whatever videos we give you, whatever assignments we give you, whatever live session support we give you, that is more than enough. You don't need to buy any foundational level reference books for now. Diploma level also, there's a lot of material which is online. There are online courses, there is online content. Mostly we'll be recommending that. So that should be more than enough for you to study from the program. Okay. If you posted a question once, don't keep on posting the same, because I can't even scroll and read what is here. Only if you'll stop posting, we can even see what question you have. Will we get recordings of the live sessions? Yes, all the live sessions are streamed on YouTube. You will get recordings of those live sessions. Certificate templates, you can go to the website. In academic section, you can scroll down, all the certificate templates are given. There is no word called online on the certificates. You can see the format that we are going to give you. It will not be called an online degree. Okay. You cannot change the email ID now. And whatever email ID you have used to apply, that is the email ID that you will access the 4 weeks of content with. We cannot change the email ID now. WhatsApp number, we'll probably put a form and we'll collect your latest WhatsApp numbers where you want the messages to come. I'll see whether my team can do that. Then you can give the proper number where we need to send you WhatsApp messages. We don't run any WhatsApp group of our own. So if your groups are full, I don't know what group you're talking about. It's not official groups. These are student run groups. You have to ask whoever is running those WhatsApp groups. Will you be eligible for GATE exam after this? Archita is asking. Yes, you can apply for the GATE exam. You can apply using this BS degree for the GATE exam. Not a problem at all. Narayanan, if they get not subscribed to the course, what does it mean?
Ma'am, actually they may be a JEE students. They are trying with your personal email IDs.
Okay, JEE students, you have to try with your study.iitm.ac.in email IDs. You can't log in with your personal email IDs. We have already given you program email IDs. Please use that to log in. Okay, if you log in with your personal ID, it will say not subscribed. Okay, Rigved is asking, is it possible to do this program along with your BTech degree? More than, I think, 8,000, 10,000 students are doing this degree with another degree. It is not easy, but it is not difficult or impossible also. You have to just manage your time. You have to really plan every day how many hours you will spend on it, how you'll do the weekends for this particular program, how you will plan your time for submitting assignments. It's more in the planning and whatever you can do. Okay, that is what it is. But more than 8,000-10,000 students are studying from the program while doing another degree. Very, very possible, not impossible at all, but you should know to manage your time. I'm trying to read whatever I can from the messages that are just running past. I will try to see what I can answer here. Okay, those having login issues, the team is saying tomorrow they're running some Google Meets. Please join the Google Meet and get your login issues sorted. Okay. Okay, I think we'll close the session here. I'm not able to see any more questions on this. I can't even read those. If you have any queries, please write to support email ID. We'll try to see whatever we can answer. There is an FAQ on the website also that you can actually go through. There's a lot of questions that we have compiled there from the past terms that people have asked us. That most of the questions might be repetitions of it. You please go through the FAQs. And if there's anything apart from it, please write to support email ID and we'll try to answer it from there. Okay, join the GMeets tomorrow if you have any issues. Wishing you all the very best for the qualifier process. Hope all of you do well, submit your assignments and become eligible to write the qualifier exam, pass it and join our program. So welcome to the IIT Madras qualifier process. Wishing you the very best for it. Yeah, Mahesh, I think we can stop the live stream.